Brian Lewis's journey to being a successful businessman is literally a rags to riches story. It was his die-hard determination above all else which has made corporate cleaning a multi-million rand operation.
Our primary service is cleaning services. We clean shops, offices, shopping centers, hotels, hospitals, etc. We also have separate divisions we do hygiene services. We've also recently started garden and grounds maintenance.
By diversifying the services offered by corporate cleaning, Brian has created a veritable one-stop shop for corporations and is reaping the benefits of his initiatives. It was not always smooth sailing, however, and Brian also had the challenge of having only completed a grade 10 level of education. He was fortunate enough to have spent 6 months in Australia prior to starting his business, and this experience taught him the importance of being able to stand on your own 2 feet.
I started in 1996. If I tell you how I started, you probably laugh. I just had 480 rand in my pocket when I started the business. I went to Game and bought a hose pipe and a bucket and a few cloths and that. And I first started a little car wash. For me, it was a marketing tool because what I used to do to the clients, say to the clients is, I've cleaned your car. We also offer a service in, we do carpet cleaning. And then 2 years later, I started cleaning shops and offices. My first contract was to clean windows at a local KFC in Pietermaritzburg. I was cleaning windows once a week, every week, for 220 rand a month. Yeah, that's how we started. I think a lack of formal education has been an asset in that it was a hindrance at first. But I think it's also an asset. I'll tell you why, because it put something in me to push even harder. Because I didn't have that paper, you know, what people do is people get contracts and jobs because they've got 101 degrees under their belt. But I think that was the very thing that just increased my testosterone to go out and look for more business and push harder and harder and harder for work because of not having that certificate. I worked harder and got up earlier, 5:30 in the morning, to get out to site. Before my competitors would get to town at 7 o'clock, I was out there 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning to start different sites that run 24 hours. So that's been, I think it's been an advantage for me. I used it in a positive way and not negatively. But it just gave me the edge to work harder.
Another valuable lesson Brian learned while in Australia was that services such as cleaning, gardening and maintenance are all viable careers down under, especially since the concept of domestic workers is unheard of. He also learned that proficiency is a key word in the delivery of services. By implementing a professional attitude, Brian has made a clean sweep in his industry, but has remained focused on what matters most.
God is the center of my joy, not corporate cleaning. And I've kept that throughout my business. And so when I started my business, I said if I lose everything in life, I must still have joy because this business shouldn't be the center of my joy. And that's what our attitude should be like in business. Your staff are your biggest asset. Doesn't matter how many vehicles you have in the company or what your assets are worth in the company, but your staff and your people, those are our lives. That is your biggest asset in the business. And I think that is what can take you far in life.